Welcome to PMI GoGreen. My name is Henrik Petersen. In this video, I will explain some of the metrics, charts, and elements you see in the cockpit. Also, I will give you a reference to other videos covering the topics in more detail. I will organize my walkthrough using PMI Adaptive Resource Management Framework, showing you the steps: plan resources, manage consumption, monitor, evaluate and adjust consumption to get back on track. Let's look at the plan stage. During this stage, a forecast for the month is established. The target you see is from the last saved forecast. The target for the month is automatically derived from. If you need to change the target, this should be done in the PMI planning module. Above the target, you can see the month-end consumption. The month-end consumption is the actual month-to-date values and estimated values until the month end. Month-end cost is the cost associated with the month-end consumption. In other words, it is the total cost you're likely to end up with. The value is a result of the month-end consumption multiplied with the unit price for the month, derived from the last saved forecast. Let's have a closer look at the 4 steps: do, monitor, evaluate, adjust, and how easy it is to take these steps in the cockpit. In this widget, you manage the upcoming consumption to meet your month-end target. As you can see, then we have the value of 139 megawatt hours in the dial. The value is the estimated consumption for the upcoming 7 days selected. You can change the number of days you want to manage in the drop-down list here. You manage the consumption by moving the dial anti-clockwise to see the total consumption that gets you back on track. If the dial is green, you are on track to meet the month-end target. If you are pacing behind, the dial changes the color to red or yellow, and you will need to take an action. When you have adjusted the target above, briefly describe what actions you commit to achieve the new number trustworthy. Any adjustment you made using the dial above results in a reduction you can see here. You can click on Show to be inspired and learn from your peers. You will find a step-by-step walkthrough on how to take the 4 steps by selecting the help icon here. In the help text, you will find a tutorial of the 4 steps. In the cockpit, you also have the opportunity to monitor the changes you made and the pace of the consumption in the main graph. When you change the value in the dial, you see the changes in the graph highlighted in a dark blue color. Let's have a closer look at the graph. You can change the period of the daily view in the date picker in the top right-hand corner, or by clicking on a different month on the annual timeline chart. In the left-hand corner, you can adjust which variables are included in the chart by clicking on them in the legend. Above the graph, in the right-hand corner, you can click on the Help icon and see the supplier's name, from where we received the actual values. You can also see the date when the graph is last updated with the actual values from your supplier. You have the opportunity to insert a note on the day by selecting Add Note, or to the month by selecting the note icon next to the Add Note. A pop-up occurs and you can insert your note to the day selected. When you mouse hover a day in the graph, you can see the consumption, target value, and the weather data. In the 4 steps mentioned earlier, I showed the functionality using the dial to evaluate the consumption for the upcoming days to see if you're on track. But now I will show you how to evaluate the past day's consumption by using the missed opportunity widget. In sustainability management, it is important that the resource consumption fluctuates with demand. If there is a day or more which the demand has dropped, but not the consumption, it is assumed a saving opportunity has been missed and you're over-consuming your resources. Let me show you how to identify a missed opportunity. In the graph, you can see the days when a missed opportunity occurred by a mouse over the value the missed opportunity in the widget. A missed opportunity is counted for if the actual consumption for a day exceeds the predicted and the target values by more than 20%. No or minimal number of missed opportunities suggests you are keeping wasteful use at a minimum. You can find additional information in the help text. Here you also find a link to PMI knowledge base. You have a detailed description of the widget, tutorial video, and interesting readings on the subject matter. You learned the different metrics, chart, and elements, and how PMI Adaptive Resource Management Framework enables you to comply with international sustainability standards like ISO 14001 in a smarter way. Thank you for watching.